Hey, everybody, welcome back to Copilot Learning, and I am Mike Gannotti with
Darryl Rowe. Good to see you.
And today we are talking about how to keep up with coming changes to Microsoft 365 Copilot, which is huge, Darryl, because as you know, in our last one, you shared a view in the message center of updates just in the last 10 days, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I understand that you have the perfect trifecta for keeping it, which is my favorite. 1, 2, 3, because I can count on 3 fingers easily and remember. You want to talk about the 3 ways that people can keep up with? And I'm going to turn it to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So the way I like to think of it is there's what's out in the distance, like coming up in the next 6 to 12 months. What's coming a bit sooner between the next 3 to 6 possibly, and what's coming up in the next month or 2 that may surprise you if you're not paying attention. So with that, I'm going to share my screen and show you the 3 places to look to keep up to date what's happening with Copilot. Obviously, the 4th place to look is ask your Microsoft rep. That's probably the best place to go because sometimes we know a little bit more than what's going on.
And, we have internal NDA only. Decks that we can actually do quarterly briefings on. But all right.
Yeah. Sounds good. So the first one, and this is just for Copilot, this is for everything in M365, is the M365 public roadmap. And this has got everything coming out probably in the next, I've seen stuff into 2026, towards the end of 2026.
Yeah.
But what's really nice about it is, and it's a little bit, it covers every product. So I've got Outlook, I've got SharePoint, OneNote. Oh, look, Copilot. There's some stuff here.
But isn't that a little overwhelming if I don't want to see everything?
But we can filter. That's the cool thing about it. So what I can do is I can go in here and select my product types. So as an example, I want to find M365 Copilot. I'll just click on that. And straight away it's filtered down. Now, what's also broken down is I've also got what's launched. So something we've done, stuff we've released over the last year or 2. What's rolling out? So maybe it's hitting your tenant, maybe it hasn't, but that's coming soon, or you may already have it. And in development, that's the stuff that's in the future. And as you can see straight away, like the top one, June 2026, that's 1 year out. So we're in June 2025 right now for the sake of this recording. So you can see what's coming soon. Now, as with anything in a roadmap, doesn't necessarily mean it will actually take place. That we do have that thing where we can actually say, well, some things may change in the meantime, right? So we're planning on doing this stuff, but it may not land in that time frame. It may not even land at all, right? We might decide, well, actually, we don't think that feature's going to work. We're going to move on. That said, you can filter down. I can sort by oldest to newest. And obviously, the older it is, there's stuff from 2024 and in development. So it just proves my point, right? Some of this hasn't been updated. But there's stuff in here that, it's actually, I don't think I did the filter right. It's probably my bad. Let me just filter on the product status, which I think it's this one.
Yeah.
Development. Yeah, that's my bad. There are still some 2024 stuff in development because it's still stuck there. But there's stuff going through, and these are updated regularly. Sorry, what were you going to say?
One thing I like, with all this, though, is even if it's still, I mean, we know that things are subject to change, especially the further out it's projected, but it gives you a good sense. And this is the public roadmap, not our NDA stuff that we could be talking to customers directly, but it gives you a good sense of the things that are what's on the mind of the Microsoft teams around Copilot, integration with other apps and different things. So you can be planning, with your internal teams around change management and those kind of things.
Yep. Absolutely.
The other thing, so obviously we're going to provide the URL so people can mark this on their favorites, but something else, if you want to scroll up, I want to highlight something that I think is a great feature. So in the upper right, you'll notice there's a couple of things there. So there's a download. If you want, you can download this stuff, right?
Yep, and it opens it into Excel. Yep.
Yeah, so now you have an Excel file that you can put, or there's also an RSS feed that's available. Oh, there you go. You got all that. Yeah, there's an RSS feed. So if you copy that URL, there is an add-in for Teams. So if you have your management team, right, that wants to keep appraised of this stuff, they can grab the RSS feed for this, drop it into their team as a tab, and get the updates right there, or do it in Outlook as well, because Outlook you can add RSS.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think there's even one for SharePoint.
There probably is. Yeah, I think there is one in SharePoint. Yeah, so you could actually publish this internally and keep track there.
Yeah.
If you open the Excel though, it's got everything. So I haven't expanded the details in the website, but here you can see everything here. You can filter through Excel. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff here. But what's also nice is if I just open one of these directly, I can read those. But sometimes it's nice to have it in Excel. I can even email it out. I can share the link with other people. So someone in the team is very interested in a certain feature. I can send them the link. They can track that one feature. As you can see, things are updated all the time when they've got the added to roadmap date and when it was last modified. So a lot of this stuff is kept up to date.
So this is what, to me, because I still show this to customers, I'm sure you get the same thing. It's one of our best kept secrets.
Yes.
Seems like whenever you show that, they're like, oh, I forgot about this. Leverage. It's great resource. I go to there all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I recommend there's so many different features on there. If you want to play Stump the Chump, your Microsoft expert, you can, because you can pick the feature and ask them, and they'll be doing the exact same thing. Finding out about it. Not that it's ever happened to me, of course, but.
So that's number one.
Yes. That is number one. That's the distance. But, also, if you filter down on a certain day, you can see what's happening in the next month or so. So it really covers all of the range from what's been shipped to what's shipping in the future. And the URL is number 2. But, if I do
we got the URL. I'm going to include it in the blog.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. The next one, though, I like this one. This is the medium view. I'd say medium view. This is where we make our big announcements. And we have a lot more detail on what's actually coming. So this is our Microsoft 365 Copilot blog. So every month, normally towards the end of the month, so you'll see the latest blog wraps up what's shipping and what's coming soon. So it's showing May. I know we're on June 26th today. So typically the last day of the month, you'll get what's new in Copilot for the month. So on Monday, June 30, you'll see this being updated. So, but if I go into the May version, it'll open a page and you see there's a whole bunch of stuff with links to the Learn articles, a lot more detail. You can see exactly what's going on. Now, maybe not interested in everything in here, but there is a lot of stuff to digest with a lot of detail. So a lot more detail than the roadmap.
So, and that's their monthly piece, but then you also do get pretty in-depth interim posts about other capabilities like Copilot Control, right?
Yeah, this one, great call out. So here you can see Copilot Control written. All these are written by Microsoft employees, PMs, so folks in the product team, and there's a lot of great detail in here. So I really like going to this, and I love recommending this to customers. So much detail in here. It's a very good place to go.
And go back to the home page of this. So again, if you go down there, I believe if we scroll down a bit, there's tags. You're not logged in, are you?
No, perhaps I should.
Well, scroll up. Let me see. I'll get my glasses out, see if I can see where it's at. There should be. Oh, it's over on the side. I'm blind. Over on the left-hand side, along with the sharing where you're able to share, that shows up for individual. Yes, share in RSS. So again, you could add the RSS feed for this to SharePoint, to Outlook, to Teams as a tab, and keep up to date, have it brought to you and or your team without having to, go purposely open my browser, navigate to.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep. And this one, definitely keep an eye on this one. Have an RSS feed. Check it every so often. When we have our big conferences like Build or Ignite, this gets updated a lot. So after Build in, I think it was in April, right? This or May, this added at least, I'd say, 10 more articles?
It exploded. It went boom.
It went crazy. More 10, 20 articles. It was a lot. It's hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
So a lot to take in.
The posts they did on both researcher and analyst, right? The agents, those were like in-depth, nits and bits, the itty gritty, all the details you'd want to know. They even went into like how it was doing things behind the scene and code calls and crazy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite, Copilot resources to go and find out what's coming.
Well, next to the HLS blog.
Well, obviously. And we have links to the HLS blog to this occasionally as well. So, you're not missing out. But go to the HLS blog first.
Yep.
So that's
cool. So that's like two.
That's two. That's the kind of the medium view of, what's coming soon. And again, it comes up to, at least a month away. But the one that really is the one to pay attention for, and this is the one that I would say is more
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. Do I have looking to see if I have an announcement sound. It might not even come out on my thing. Can you hear that?
No.
Oh, noise canceling's killing me. I did a crowd cheering. Ah.
Okay. So this one is actually the one that everybody should really be paying attention to. Now, that said, not everybody has access to this.
No.
So you need to make friends with your M365 administrator if they can provide you access to this or provide you details on what's coming. This is actually stuff that's shipping, imminent, warnings, everything else. And it's what we call the M365 Message Center. So we put a lot of stuff in the Message Center. We do service health, we do new products, releases, everything else. But this is the one-stop shop, I guess, to what's going to land in the next month or so, right? So it covers every product again. So I've got things about SharePoint, I've got stuff about Entra, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff here, a lot of noise. But if I just do a simple search, oops, would help if I could spell. I can then filter down and see what's going to happen soon in Copilot. And it's picking up Viva, but there's the reason being, yes, Viva's not the Copilot, but there's probably something about Copilot in the article itself. That's why it's picked it up, right? It's been tagged with it. And this has got a lot of stuff about what's coming. So this one, for example, facilitator agent notes in chats preview. Now, I don't even know what that is. I haven't looked it up. But here you can see straight away, it's giving you all the details, what's going on. And not just that, it gives you a link to the roadmap itself. So if I click on that, it takes me back to the M365 roadmap. So I can get more details there, track what's going on. Here you can see the notes it's found. So it does reference back. But the Message Center is really the one-stop shop, the place to go. And one I would, definitely keep an eye on, because there's certain things we update in here that you may not see or hear anywhere else. Until I wouldn't say too late, but there may be changes that may affect your users that we will notify people in here, but you may not have noticed yourself. So just be aware. Please keep track on what's happening here.
Yeah, definitely. You need to. The administrators should be keeping their pulse on this and working with their folks who do change management, because unlike the public roadmap, where it's more awareness, right? Because that could be, like we said, a year out and may change or may get dropped. This is stuff that it is being released, and here's the, get ready.
Yeah, and it does normally give good warnings. So I've seen warnings, 2-3 months out, and some things. In some cases, I think even a year out, if we're notifying, which is one that could actually catch you out. So if we're notifying you a year out that something's going to change, please don't forget about it. Put a note on your calendar for that, because a year is a long time, right? So, but we do, if we do a major change, I've seen it in here with a year's warning that something's going to change, just so you're aware of it.
So just to be, and we're going to have links directly even to the message center. Anybody can click it, and if you have permissions, you'll see it. If you don't, you won't. But the 3 things are, again.
So we got the M365 roadmap, Copilot, M365 Copilot. So there's actually another Copilot blog for the consumer version. So make sure you get the M365 Copilot blog.
Yep.
And in the message center.
And the message
M365
center.
message center. Yep.
Beautiful. It's the perfect trifecta to keep up to date.
Yeah. And then just to remind again that there are 2 blogs for Copilot. One's for the consumer version, which doesn't apply in your enterprise. So don't look at it by all means. It's a great resource. There's some really cool stuff in there, but don't expect the stuff that's happening there to land in, enterprise side straight away, if at all. Right.
And I would say too, like, if you're part of a team that's doing this, add this stuff to your team's team. If you should have a team's team, but you can add it there, right? Whether you do it as tab views, whether you do it as links, but something that's going to make it prominent, so it's not like we've talked about with the public roadmap. Oh, I forgot about that, or that. Have some of the important stuff. You can have it shooting to an email, right? A group email or whatever the case is via RSS, but formalize this. Don't just have those as links out there that you kind of keep aware. Make it a part of your team, your regimen. You should be looking at this weekly, and all 3.
Absolutely. If you're doing any change management, which I know is a big deal for a lot of customers, letting users know what's going on, or training, right? Be aware of it, and you're prepared. So what you don't want to, the worst thing that can happen is suddenly a new button appears, you don't know about it, but the users have found it, and then your help desk phone lights up, right? You don't want that. So these are really good ways to prevent that happening.
Plus, we would love it because we've all had the experience on our end where all of a sudden a customer calls and they're yelling, "This just appeared." I'm like, well, it was in the message center 2 months ago. What do you mean?
Yeah.
So keep up to date.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. Well, with that, keeping up to date with changes. This is Mike and
Darryl.
Bidding everybody have a great day. Keep up to date with Copilot.
Yep.
And ciao.
Thank you, everybody.